Good morning. Let me tell you what, I slept so good last night. I slept at least 9 hours. And it's a nice day today. It's kind of windy, it's supposed to turn cold. The low wind chill tonight's like 18, so it's gonna get cold. So a little bit of a interesting thing here. I decided I'm gonna do the alternate route for the next 3.2 miles, which is this walk on a closed road, and then meet the others at the other side for two reasons. One, honestly, I'm just done with the sketchy snow right now. There's supposed to only be like a 1/10 of a mile of sketchiness on this next little 3.2 miles. And I told Roadrunner this morning I was going to do the alternate, and she's like, "Why? You've already done all the hard parts." And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just ready to be done with it for the next 300 something miles. The other thing is, this road apparently goes through some long double tunnel, so we'll get to walk through that. So I'm going to do this alternate. I'm going to keep my connected footsteps here, and going to feel really good about not having to put on these micro spikes and worry about this slick stuff. And then I'll meet them in 3.2 miles where the trail crosses this road again. So what I also learned from some people who attempted last year, that this road used to be open to cars, but with all the snow last year and the landslides, the road was just destroyed in several places. So that's why it's not open to cars. They said last year the road walk was completely snow covered, but the trail crosses this road at least 6 times, I think, and looking at the map. So it pretty much just follows along. This is just another view of, it's the one side of the parking lot there. That's the parking lot we all slept at. There's a privy. And here we go. One thing I forgot to say, right after we meet back up here, we'll be forced to the road for several miles. That's where the endangered frog trail closure is. And I don't really understand why. It seems like there's even old reroutes, like the official section of trail there seems like maybe it's been closed for years. So I don't really understand, but we will be forced to do the road walk. That is I guess it's technically an alternate, but it's the only way to go. So once I meet back up with them, we'll all be on the road for several miles. Look at those clouds back there. There's just like rocks sliding down everywhere. The Angeles National Forest. One thing I don't think I've mentioned, I keep calling this Highway 2, but that's what the map says. But all the signs say that it is the Angeles Crest Highway. So I think it's actually like a route, a scenic route, where people just drive for the good views. Wow, look at that. Here we go. Man, this thing's longer than I thought it was going to be. It looks like it's probably over 100 yards long, and then there's an opening, and it looks like more than 100 yards again. So this thing's several hundred feet long. Ooh. What acoustics. Coming out of the first tunnel. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, here's the gap. Keep it down back there. This Gadget and Smooth coming behind me. Gadget is the guy from St. Louis I mentioned before. And now we got another, I don't know, several hundred feet. The second tunnel is definitely darker than the first. But I literally can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Huh. I don't know that I've ever used that phrase literally. All right, looks like my tunneling days are behind me. We're having far too much fun in these tunnels. Check out these layers. This one, we got the next ridge in the shadows. Get snow in the third ridge, or maybe that's the fourth ridge back. Clouds for days. I've made it to the parking area where I'm gonna meet Roadrunner and Hammer and Fireball. And then we can get on the PCT for, I think it's 0.8. And then we come to this road again, and that's where the endangered frog crossing is. So then we will, from there, get off trail again, back on the road for several miles. All right, Roadrunner and crew have arrived, and they'll be headed up here. It looks like they even got a bar top table here just to have lunch standing up.
Dang, look at that.
Check that out.
I'm sorry.
Here's where the PCT picks back up, and there's a big sign right here. In an effort to allow the U.S. Forest Service to follow guidelines for protecting the habitat of the mountain yellow-legged frog, an endangered species, the trail is closed. So we are forced to do some road walking, which if it's anything like the bit I did this morning, it's gorgeous. So it'll be just easy walking and beauticious. Here's another view from the road.
You have to go up and down and up and down. Another car.
Hammer will do it.
I feel like Friends, like when she has the chicken.
Come on, give it to Hammer. Yeah. That one's got roaches.
There's a spider in it though.
What?
No, that one's fine. The spider one's the other one.
No, there is a spider. There one in this one.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Oh, like off balance.
Why does it look so funny?
So this guy just stopped in a truck and he asked us where our maps tell us to get back on trail. And I showed him the map and I said, how long has this frog closure been in effect? He said, oh, at least 20 years. He said, the trail's always been closed. He said, the dang frog won't die, which I guess that's the point. We don't want it to die because it's endangered. But for some reason, it's still the official trail, and this gentleman that's lived here for years, 20 years it's been a closure. The sign did look pretty permanent. So I guess this is just officially the trail for forever. Guess what we doing? We road walking still. And we got some more road walking.
We roaders. 317! Yeah, we're roaders.
717 lank lank.
636 representing!
That's ours. Go. 386.
I don't know if that was creepy or provocative.
Still undecided.
It's really windy and I'm trying to block the microphone here. But we are back to the PCT. Back hiking a trail again. Yeehaw! Now that we are happily back on trail, I don't think I've mentioned yet, we are almost at another big milestone. I think we're only like 2 miles away. So stay tuned. We made it 400. So that's it. We made it 400 miles. And one other thing I haven't mentioned yet, when I had service a little bit ago, I realized I now have 3,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you watching these videos. There are more people watching these videos than I have ever dreamed. So thank you all very much. At Camp Glenwood, looks like there's several picnic tables down through the trees. Right here, it's windy. It's time for lunch. Lunch is done, and it's time to do the thing again. You know, walk north. So that's what we're doing. We walking north. Do what?
My feet look like clown feet to you. Like,
I
why do
mean,
they look so big?
because they're ultras.
I know. And they kind of like flop like clown shoes.
Keep going. The camera's rolling. It has been really windy. I just got a spot where the wind's a little bit less. Hopefully it'll stay that way for a minute. So I'm not sure really what we're going to do yet for today. The plan was originally to go to a spot that was like 20.8, I think, trail miles for the day. However, with the reroute, it was probably 3 or 4 less than that. That's at the base of a mountain, and then we got to climb up again. To get all the way up and over, it would have been 18 more miles from lunch. That was 1 p.m. So we probably would be making that after dark if we went there. We got weather coming in for the elevation that we were at earlier and where the top of this mountain is. It's looking like the wind chill is supposed to be 18. So the low overnight is in the upper 20s with, I heard different reports. The one I saw last night, I thought said 45 mile an hour winds, but someone said earlier today, this morning, somebody else told me they saw 55. So that would probably be the same up top. We're not really sure how it's going to play out here. So for now, we're just going to go to the original spot and then kind of chat about it then. Look at this big vista. Yeah, clouds rolling in. It's looking ugly back that way. This is marked PCT that way and PCT that way. We were trying to figure out why. Hammer pointed out that the one over here is marked with hikers and no horses. This one's just got a horse. So maybe the PCT is different for hikers and horses at different places. It's confusing. I don't know. I didn't know that. It says hiking trail, no vehicles, no shooting. And it's got a couple bullet holes and a bunch of shot shells all over it. It's a Pleasant View Ridge Wilderness. And it looks like we have arrived, although I thought there were picnic tables. So we're here at this campsite that looks like a deserted old campsite. Fireball goes, who the said this is the best campsite ever?
Oh, there's the privy way in the distance.
I looked at the map. We're only halfway back on this trail. We're gonna keep going back. It's gonna get better. And there is a privy back there too. So that's good. Let's go see what it looks like back yonder. Privy, Sulphur Spring Campground. We're gonna go find us a space with a picnic table.
Do you see this?
I am at camp, all set up. And there were some comments on Far Out that this was one of the best campsites the whole trail so far. And I think they're pretty right. There's several little areas with perfect flat on pine needles spots. Each site has several tent spots, plus they all have a picnic table. There are 2 privies. There's running water right here. It's basically like the Ritz-Carlton of campgrounds. So Ritz-Carlton, super stoked we're here. I'll show you around just a second. One big change of events here today. So let's recap our mileage. According to Far Out, we got credited with 20.8 miles today. However, because of the reroutes, I don't think we actually did that many. Probably did more like 17 and a half. The kicker is we're at the lowest point. We're just right at 5,000 feet. The next climb is up a mountain that's like 6,600 feet. And at that elevation, the wind chill is supposed to be 18 tonight and possible rain and like 50-mile-an-hour winds. To get all the way over it, it was going to be another 12 miles. So Hammer and Fireball and I decided to stop here at this amazing camp spot. And Roadrunner wanted to get some more miles in. So she went ahead and hiked. She's going to try to go all the way. So I think for her, that will probably be somewhere 27, 28 miles today. I am in no way ready to do those kind of miles, but I'm sure she can do it. So we'll probably see her again in a couple days. We'll see. But for now, it is about time for dinner. And I have what is that? Like meals to go. It's one of the expensive kind of dinners tonight. I think it's like mushroom risotto or something. So I will show you around the campsite, then I'm going to cook dinner. Fireball, what you having for dinner?
Chili ramen with peanut butter.
Did you already have that?
Yeah, to make it another one.
Okay, so you're having 2 chili ramens with
With
peanut
either
butter.
that or this, but you said this is a lot.
Well, I mean, you can eat it.
Like a lot.
You should try a ramen bomb that Hammer was telling you about.
I'll do
You're
that
not a
next.
thru hiker until you have a ramen bomb.
No, I haven't even had one of these yet.
I don't really like ramen bombs, but I have had them. What are you having, Hammer?
I am having ramen, my new favorite, the lime chili shrimp. I'm having 2 of these, a pack of Gushers, and probably some Fritos.
Okay. I'm having this. It's one of the 1 serving. I may have put too much water in it. I thought I measured it right, but it's rehydrating slowly. I also had a little bit of trail mix, and I'll probably have a candy bar. I'm not sure yet. Day 33, and Fireball finally got her dream. A campfire. We didn't build the campfire. Do you mind being on video? This is our friend Ben from Arkansas.
How we doing?
He built the fire. He made all of your dreams come true.